Congratulations to the Los Angeles Rams, to Cowboys haters, everybody who feels like you just won a game. Congratulations. I tip my beanie to you. And obviously you'll be happy to know that this game was frustrating and heartbreaking in every sense of the word. So, yes, the Cowboys menace has been slayed yet again. The accident waiting to happen has happened yet again. Titanic just sailed into the harbor and grounded itself on a fucking reef. It's great. Now, I can come before you and say fire Jason Garrett and make Chris Richard the defensive coordinator, head coach, and you know, it's time to start really working on getting Dak to a level or replacing him and all. I could do all that, right? I want to, and I'm sure a lot of people will. And I was actually going to make this video for the Eagles week, but I really just didn't feel like dedicating that much time to them. I think that the Dallas Cowboys would benefit greatly if Jerry Jones, and Stephen Jones, and Gene Jones, and Jerry Jr., all the Joneses, were to kindly place the Dallas Cowboys in the hands of an owner that is more progressively minded in terms of football. I'm not talking politics. I'm talking exploring new ideas and new strategies and, you know, new concepts in coaching. And I firmly believe that Jerry Jones is the thing that's holding us back, ultimately. I understand that there has been smart moves made. Obviously, the Dallas Cowboys won Super Bowls and all that stuff. But I don't think there's really going to be many Jerry Jones supporters amongst Cowboys fans anymore. Nor should there be, because Jerry Jones is, I firmly believe, a terrible person. A genuinely dreadful human being. A liar, a charlatan, a scam artist, what have you. My personal beliefs, I'm not stating that categorically, because this motherfucker's lawyers would probably love to rip someone to shreds who would dare impugn on the honor of Mr. Jera. But here's the thing, I've noticed something. Number one, the only Dallas Cowboys players who really like Jerry are the dumb ones. Obviously, you can have people who will be lick-spittle bootlickers, but at the end of the day, the only people who really get along with Jerry are the not-so-smart ones. And you know who I'm talking about. He ain't on the team anymore. The only people who really are on board with Jerry Jones are the people who he pays directly or the people who could be replaced by him at a moment. But speaking as a Dallas Cowboys fan, and speaking as a Dallas Cowboys fan who has watched this team fail for over 2 decades now, which this team has never done in its entire history. As a Cowboys fan who has experienced the heartache of ignominious defeat over and over and over again, I'm tired of blaming the players. I'm tired of blaming the coaches, though Jason Garrett, go away. I'm tired. I can't blame anyone else anymore. I really can't. Look, guys. Look at the teams who've been consistently good. Look at the moves they've made versus the moves that our ownership has made. It can be seen as overreacting. And I get that. But for me, at the end of the day, we need to get rid of Jerry Jones somehow. I'm not advocating anything, but we need to get rid of Jerry and Steven and Jerry Jr. and Miss Jean and all of them. I don't care. if you are part of the Jones Oil scam clan, you're gone. Because Cowboys fans, at the end of the day, we are rooting for a dead team as long as this dude is in charge. And obviously, the Dallas Cowboys don't owe us anything, right? They are their own entity. They live in their own little tiny little world. We are here to buy tickets and jerseys and hats and flags and beanies and support them and scream and yell and be there for the good times and shut the fuck up during the bad times, right? You know that NFL players don't give a shit what we think. They don't give a shit what we say. Most of them on the Cowboys aren't even allowed to have Twitters because they know that if these players heard our honest-to-God feelings about this team, well, that might hurt someone else's feelings, wouldn't it? That might create problems, might resentment. People might not want to play here anymore. Right? Why are we protecting the players from the feedback they need? Obviously, not everyone knows what they're talking about. Hell, I probably don't know what I'm talking about. But here's the thing. How much failure is Cowboys Nation going to take before some of us, and I'm not saying certain people, I'm just saying the people who ain't in it for the long haul, how much longer is it going to take for the TV fans to say, fuck it, I'm doing something else? How many years of failure is it going to take for people to stop going to games in that stupid fucking stadium that they built? How many years of failure is it going to take before people stop going out to Oxnard? How many years of failure is it going to take before people stop showing up at the stupid fucking Star in Frisco because, God forbid, Valley Ranch wasn't good enough? You look at the money this team has actually spent. The team that the brand has spent, and it's always been on frivolous, stupid shit. Okay? And the fact that the Dallas Cowboys, under the tutelage of Jerry Jones, has completely abandoned any sense of history, of tradition, has completely abandoned its identity, what the fuck am I supposed to think? What the fuck am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to just shut up and nod and say, yay, we'll get him next year? And even if they did get him next year, the problem would still subsist. Or are we only gauging the wellness of a team on its performance? We are the Ottoman Empire of the NFL. And if you don't know what that means, kindly pick up a fucking book. There's an old thing called the sick man of Europe. And while things ain't as bad as they could be, we ain't no Austria-Hungary, we still got problems. And it's because of incompetent leadership, impulsive ownership, and a fucking team that has zero identity. And if you fucking disagree with me, which I hope you do, I hope I'm wrong, I'm not saying this is gospel, I'm saying this is my honest-to-God opinion, prove me wrong. Show me that this team is capable of being consistently good. Show me that the ownership of this team has our best interests in mind. I'm not talking about at heart, I'm talking about in mind. Because I'm going to tell you something. Jerry Jones knows something that you may not, and that is that this team, it doesn't matter if it's a 13-3 season or a 3-13 season, this team is raking in billions. So, Jerry Jones can put on a good face and say, well, we really tried, and if I could cut a check for a Super Bowl. But here's the problem. He could, if he wanted to. But he didn't, and he hasn't, and he won't. Because it doesn't matter what the Dallas Cowboys do, he's still getting the check. As long as Jerry Jones keeps getting the check, as long as Jerry Jones wants to continue owning this team, as long as his fucking lackey and nepotistic fuckstick Stephen Jones is still in charge of this team's operations, I've got a very bad feeling that this team will ultimately, continually, consistently fail. And ultimately, we as fans, unless we are willing to do something about it, unless we can somehow have the voices heard in a way that no other team has been able to even fathom, unless Cowboys Nation is able to shake the fucking foundations of the Dallas Cowboys brand and make it so Mr. Jared doesn't want to play with us anymore, here we are. I don't know where this team is, and I don't know where this team is going. I don't know what this team is going to do. I have people telling me that next year we're going to be better who aren't Cowboys fans. And I got people telling me this team is going to start sucking again because so-and-so just don't have it. Oh. I ain't in the predictions business. I'm just telling you this. We got to get rid of Jerry Jones. We got to get rid of Stephen Jones. We got to get rid of Jason Garrett. We got to get Chris Richard in a bigger leadership role on this team. We got to get Jason Witten out of the fucking booth because not to have him play again. I just need him out of the fucking booth because he hurts my fucking soul. He's awful. And I love Witt. But no. We got to do something. And I know for a fact that most Cowboys fans ain't going to boycott the team. That's unpatriotic, right? But, yeah, no. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that, you know, ultimately, with all the hundreds of thousands of dollars that we've all individually poured into this team, it just continually hits the wall, the divisional playoff wall, and, you know, Progress will be making the fucking NFC Championship game in a few years and losing at that. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's fucking stupid. It's frustrating. And if you're a Cowboys fan and you're somehow okay with what you saw, good for you. I'm jealous. I ain't okay with this. So, anyway, that's it. Obviously, my opinion doesn't matter. Cowboys players don't give a shit what I or you or anyone else thinks. They're going to just keep doing what they're doing. Jerry Jones will own this team next year. Jason Garrett will probably be coach next year. I hope not, but yeah, he'll probably be coach next year. Another year wasting Dak's talent and fucking Zeke's talent. Or worse still, the Dallas Cowboys win a fucking Super Bowl and legitimize this whole fucking fiasco. Yeah, I'll laugh because I'm a hypocrite. But it don't make it any better. Moral of the story. Fire Jerry Jones.